This week in U.S. immigration news, we are going to cover Supreme Court split in deportation case, update to Form I-956, judge hears arguments on ending COVID border restrictions, court rules against detained migrants at the southern border in April. On Monday, the Supreme Court released a split 5-4 ruling, making it more difficult for federal courts to review the factual determinations that can lead to the deportation of non-citizens. Justice Amy Coney Barrett wrote the majority opinion and said while Congress had granted the Attorney General room for mercy in providing relief to those who have neutered the U.S. illegally, it was different for judicial intervention. Justice Neil Gorsuch wrote a dissent longer than the court's opinion explaining, "Today, the court holds that a federal bureaucracy can make an obvious factual error, one that will result in an individual's removal from this country, and nothing can be done about it." USCIS announced an update to Form I-956, application for regional center designation. Form I-956 is used to request USCIS designation at a regional center under Immigration and Nationality Act Section 203b5e, or to request an amendment to an approved regional center designation under INA 203b5e. The filing fee for Form I-956 is $17,795. Each person involved with the regional center must complete and submit Form I-956H, bona fides of persons involved with regional center program. On Friday, a federal judge heard arguments over whether the Biden administration can end Title 42 later this month. States brought a lawsuit against the administration's decision to end Title 42. The states argued that ending this policy will result in more migrants released into the U.S. and emphasized the cost, such as health care. The states also argued the administration did not go through notice and comment. The Justice Department brought up the emergency nature of the order and the CDC's authority to terminate it. Judge Robert Summerhays, who heard the arguments, focused on questions about how this will harm the states and if the administration followed proper procedures.
If you are new to our channel, welcome and please subscribe to stay in the loop. We offer free 15-minute consultations if your case is qualified, so we can point you in the right direction. Stay tuned for the secret code later in the show.
A three-judge panel of the U.S. Court of Appeals for the Fourth Circuit overruled a decision by a U.S. District Court judge in Maryland who in 2020 issued an injunction requiring the government to carry the burden of proof and immigration judges to consider a detainee's ability to pay for bond. Judges Julius N. Richardson and A. Marvin Quattlebaum, Jr. stated aliens facing removal proceedings, although entitled to due process under the Constitution, are not entitled to the same process as citizens. The judges further concluded that aliens are not required the same level of due process when facing removal proceedings compared to an ordinary citizen. One of the Fourth Circuit judges said he would not have considered the merits of the case at all because he believes it infringes on the Attorney General's discretion to dictate how non-citizens are detained. U.S. border officials encountered 234,088 migrants at the U.S.-Mexico border in April, a new high. In March, border officials reported encountering over 221,000 migrants. Numbers in May are so far consistent with the numbers seen in April. Last week, CBP encountered an average of about 7,400 migrants daily. The statistics from April regarding the high numbers of migrants at the border may bring heightened pressure from Republicans and some Democrats urging the Biden administration to keep Title 42. During April, 96,908 of the 234,000 migrants that arrived at the border were expelled to Mexico under Title 42.
Friends, show us some love and smash the like button. It doesn't cost you anything. If you have an immigration problem or need a second opinion because you cannot get a hold of your own lawyer, schedule a meeting with our team. Share information with our CARES team and they will help you get scheduled with our legal team. Now here's a secret code to unlock the free 15 minutes.